there are 197 countries, 93 countries in the world which are the members of the United Nations. So out of these 193 countries, 114 countries have already come. There are more than half countries of the world have been here to your school to consult on this Article 51, which is written over here and there. It says, the state shall endeavor, A, to promote international peace and security, B, maintain just and honorable relations between nations, C, foster respect for international law, and D, encourage settlement of international disputes by arbitration. So these are the 4 clauses of our constitution. We should be proud of our 2 things. One is our heritage, one is our culture, which teaches us Udara Charita Nam to Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. For the people of goodwill, this whole world is like one family. And our constitution, which says that we will not only look after the interest of the people of India, but we will also ensure, promote international peace and international security. India will promote international peace, global peace, peace in the world, and India will promote security of the world. That is what we have to achieve in our life. And then it says, number 2, it says, maintain just and honorable relations between nations. The relations between nations are not just, they are very strained relations. So India will make an effort to bring the nations closer to each other, develop bonds of friendship between nations to nations, to promote, and then India will promote a respect for international law. That means India will promote that there should be one law for the whole world, and that all the nations of the world should have a respect for that law. So that is what India has to achieve. And the 4th thing is encourage settlement of international disputes by arbitration, whether it is a dispute between India and Pakistan for a Kashmir issue, or whether it is so many issues. There is a Palestine and Israel issue, there is an issue of Iran and Iraq, South Korea, North Korea. There are so many issues, all over the world by which the people are killing each other, fighting each other, creating a lot of terrorism on the borders, having so many things. So this kind of division, this kind of distances, this kind of has to be removed, and we have to encourage settlement of disputes by arbitration. The question is, who will do the arbitration? Arbitration has to be unbiased, where all people believe in it. It should have no bias for anybody. So then, who can be the arbitrator? United Nations is beset with 5 veto powers: America, China, Russia, France and England. It is divided into 5 power blocks. Those who have big killing range, big number of nuclear bombs, they can destroy the bombs. So therefore they are being given this power. If out of the 193 countries, 192 countries take a decision, and if one country out of those 5, which is a veto power, says I don't want it, so only what that particular country says will be upheld. And 192 countries' voice will not have any meaning. This kind of world we are living in, this is the ruffian's world. This is the world of those who have killing power. They are ruling the world. So this kind of division is not acceptable, and that is why we are having the Chief Justices Conference and raising our voice that world needs a world parliament. So to encourage settlement of international disputes, we need a world parliament, and for that we are having this world parliament by children, because through this parliament we are training the children, preparing their mindset that after intermediate second year you will leave this place. But then after that you will go to big institutions of learning, and then go to higher institutions of learning, and maybe many of you are in abroad and this and that, and you will be very high position. And once you are in high positions, think how you can collect people from all over the world and bring them closer to each other and create a consensus for a world parliament. So that kind of, that is although I know it's a very big mission, not very easy, but then the mission has to be accomplished, because otherwise there is no hope for the world. Otherwise, catastrophe is at our door and nobody can stop it. You know, the world is in balance every day. Nobody knows what will happen tomorrow. So therefore, we have to think somewhere and to start somewhere. So dear children, you work very hard in our education. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Nelson Mandela says, if you want to change the world, it is through education. So the kind of education that you are getting, you are very lucky. We did not get this education, the material education, the human education and the divine education, a balanced education which makes you good and smart, which makes you a gift of God to mankind, which makes you a pride of the human race, which makes you a potential light of the world. So this kind of education that you are getting, you are very lucky. You are getting this kind of vision, this kind of education. This is very good. Your CMS children are getting. We never got this kind of education in our childhood. Otherwise, we would have really been able to do something great. So anyway, now I am sure that you are getting this education. You make the best use of this opportunity of education. Devote your whole time, energy and your pride, your sense of pride for achieving the goal of learning the various subjects that are prescribed in a course. Go into the deep of these subjects. Let every child be ahead of his class through hard work and true merit. So it should be the real knowledge. It is not crammed up or mugged up knowledge that helps you, but it is the understood knowledge. That means you should have a conceptual clarity. That is what is needed.
यह थे सिटी मॉन्टेसोरी स्कूल के संस्थापक प्रबंधक एवं प्रख्यात शिक्षाविद डॉक्टर जगदीश गांधी, जिनका मानना है आज मानव जाति को जय जगत के नारे को बुलंद करने की आवश्यकता है तथा विश्व में वास्तविक शांति लाने के लिए बच्चे ही सबसे सशक्त माध्यम हैं। डॉक्टर गांधी द्वारा शिक्षाप्रद आध्यात्मिक बातें इन प्रतिष्ठित चैनलों द्वारा नित्य प्रसारित की जाती हैं तथा रोजाना उनके विचार CMS FM रेडियो 90.4 मेगाहर्ट्ज से भी प्रसारित किए जाते हैं। छात्रों, शिक्षकों व अभिभावकों के मार्गदर्शन हेतु डॉक्टर जगदीश गांधी द्वारा लिखित पुस्तकें साहित्य भारती इंटरनेशनल, न्यूमन ग्रुप, 4C, अंसारी रोड, दरियागंज, नई दिल्ली 110002 से प्राप्त की जा सकती हैं।
स्वच्छ भारत का इरादा इरादा कर लिया हमने, देश से अपने ये वादा कर लिया हमने। स्वच्छ भारत का इरादा इरादा कर लिया हमने, देश से अपने ये वादा कर लिया हमने। ला 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 ला। स्वच्छ भारत का इरादा इरादा कर लिया हमने, देश से अपने वादा कर लिया हमने। ये वादा
heal the world with the power of Jai Jagat, City Montessori School since 1959 has been actively working to construct the defenses of peace in the minds of students, for which CMS in the year 2002 was awarded with the UNESCO Prize for Peace Education. A Guinness World Record holder for being the largest city school in terms of number of students enrolled. CMS education revolves around the twin poles of godliness and globalism through 4 pillars of education, namely universal values, excellence in all things, global understanding, and service to humanity. It is no wonder that City Montessori School's Gomti Nagar first campus has been awarded first prize for academic reputation at all India level by the Education World magazine in its India School Rankings of 2015. It is also awarded first prize for being the best co-ed school in Lucknow as well as in Uttar Pradesh. CMS founder Dr. Jagdish Gandhi has been motivating parents and generations of good and smart children through holding special prayer assemblies and divine education conferences.
54 years ago, I started this school on 1st of July 1959. The kind of education that is being given to the children is only material. But I realized the man has 3 realities of life. Man is a material being, man is a human being, man is a divine being. He needs a balanced education of all the 3 realities of life. Therefore, I started this school with a mission to impart a balanced education to the children. After beating the drum for 15 days in my locality where I started my school at Station Road, nobody is coming forward to admit a child. Then on the 15th day, I wept and cried before God, and I said to God, "Oh God, no child is coming."
Today, lack of students is the least of Dr. Gandhi's worries. CMS is the most sought-after school in the city. Everyone is welcome here, from the children of government ministers to the underprivileged.
Well, basically, numbers do tell you a story. Numbers tell you that parents like your education pedagogy, especially in a country where schools are every corner of the city and everywhere. What bespeaks most about quality is the parents' enrollment at your school. I think it has to do with 2 main things. CMS is very solid on its values agenda, and I think parents appreciate that. It's number 1. Number 2, CMS has a huge program of peace education. So it's very systemic, and we have been acknowledged, therefore, by the UNESCO Peace Prize, which has been given for the first time to a school ever. And I think that's a great acknowledgement. It's not about numbers, it's saying that your peace program matters.
CMS is focused on quality of education. There's even a dedicated quality department.
Here at the Quality Assurance and Innovations Department of City Montessori School, we have about 45 staff members. They create the curriculum for the school, where the 20 campuses follow this curriculum.
It's so much more than academic. The school boasts 13 cricket teams, all striving to be the best, and hosts the International Premier School Cricket League.
There are many extracurricular activities which go on in our school, which are on the national level. So we are the students who get a national exposure. The students come from different areas, from different creeds, from different religions. And it is the school where the students get to interact with each other, share their knowledge, share their profound feelings. So it helps in an interaction between the students also.
Mahatma Gandhi said, "I will not follow the beaten track. I follow this. I will create my own path." So I have created my own path to bring about a change through education, change the mindset of the children. I founded this school with only 5 children, and that too I got with great difficulty. So from word of mouth it is spread. and slowly children started coming in. And year after year, the number swelled. It is in 20 campuses in the city of Lucknow. Even in a small town, there is not so much a big population like 47,000.
For 14-year-olds like Kanika Gupta, being one of thousands of students at CMS has its ups and downs.
Well, I would certainly say that all schools are good, but CMS, I would not think of leaving it. I cannot imagine leaving it.
Lessons in the school's 1,000 plus classrooms may look fairly familiar, but the subjects taught often aren't. Alongside geography, history and English, classes of up to 47 pupils are also taught messages of universal peace. Everything about CMS is big. It has 4,000 staff, around 30,000 computers and goes through thousands of pounds worth of stationery each year. The daily 15-minute lunch break is no less chaotic. Each day at 10:40 AM, up to 4,000 pupils swirl the school's tiny canteen area, scoffing hundreds of vegetable patties and burgers. And out on the sports field, proceedings have an element of military pomp to them. Egg and spoon races are ditched, in favour of human pyramids and sack races.
I never realized that it is going to be so big. It was a very proud moment for us when the Guinness Book of World Record included this school. It was in 1999. At that time there were only 22,000 children. But now the number has been more than doubled.
Despite already being the world's biggest, City Montessori's growth doesn't look like slowing up.
City Montessori School has set up a peace table in Lucknow in the form of International Conference of Chief Justices of the World, making a global impact by bringing together 888 eminent participants who are heads of states, chief justices and judges from 121 countries since the last 16 years when the first conference was held.
At the outset, I would say that neglect of the social, economic and cultural heritage is rise of various conflicts including the international terrorism.
Intergenerational responsibility of this generation to provide to the coming generation a safe future.
Many heads of state and peace promoters have participated in this International Conference of Chief Justices of the World, with whom CMS students have interacted at the CMS World Unity Convention Center auditorium to find solutions for a united, better, peaceful and humane world order.
I am certain that participation of you all here will send out a positive message to all the leaders of the world and will motivate them to come together on a common platform and work towards the common goal of world unity and world peace to ensure a safe future of our children and the generations to come.
I would like to express my appreciation to students of CMS, and I am so impressed with students of those schools whom have become a source of inspiration for us.
This 16th International Conference of Chief Justices of the World is a continuation of a vision that has been developed by Mr. Jagdish Gandhi.
I have come here many times. I have passion. I have passion for what Dr. Gandhi is doing at CMS.
All of you gathered here as Chief Justices have an awesome and very special responsibility to safeguard freedom, democracy, and decency in our world. You are the watchdogs, the guardians of the rule of law in your countries and in the world, without which democratic institutions cannot function properly.
In 2002, His Excellency Dr. Paul Kagame, President, Republic of Rwanda, and His Excellency Sir Daniel Williams, Governor General of Grenada, shared the platform. In 2003, His Excellency Sir James R. Mancham, KBE, founding president and former PM Republic of Seychelles, supported the cause by participating. The conference of 2006 was attended by His Excellency Mr. Kasamuddin, former President Republic of Mauritius, and His Excellency Mr. Akibar Lesau Lehola, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Home Affairs, Lesotho. 2010 was graced by the renowned spiritual leader and Nobel laureate His Holiness the Dalai Lama, much to the excitement of children.
Importance of secondary level, the forgetting how fundamental level we are same human being. Then, particularly today's world, because of global economy and also environmental issue, our world become just one small planet.
His Excellency Sir Iacoba T. Italeli, Governor General of Tuvalu, attended the conference in the year 2012. Mauritius' commitment to the Chief Justice's conference in building a robust, peaceful world is apparent when in 2013, the sitting President of Republic of Mauritius, His Excellency Mr. Rajkeshwar Puryak, attended and stayed for the entire length of the conference. In 2014, the International Conference of Chief Justices of the World Judiciary Summit on Article 51 of the Constitution of India was represented by His Excellency Mr. Kagalema Motlanthe, President of Republic of South Africa, His Excellency Mr. Stejepan Mezic, President, Republic of Croatia, His Excellency Mr. Emil Constantinescu, President of Republic of Romania, His Excellency Mr. Recep Medani, President of Republic of Albania, His Excellency Mr. Ludwig Scotti, former President of Nauru and present Speaker of Parliament of Nauru, and His Excellency Mr. Alexander Ferdinand, former President of Central African Republic and current President, National Transitional Council Centre, African Republic. This year, His Excellency Ms. Chandrika Kumaratunga, President, Republic of Sri Lanka, His Excellency Mr. Stejepan Mezic, President, Republic of Croatia, and His Excellency Sir Rodney Eyre Lawrence Williams, Governor General of Antigua and Barbuda, added a lot of value to the conference. Since 2001, eminent governors, chief ministers, speakers, ministers, ambassadors, and high commissioners from India and abroad have participated in the International Conference of Chief Justices of the World. Former Prime Minister of India, Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee, Deputy Prime Minister, Mr. L.K. Advani, and many ministers of Government of India have written to City Montessori School congratulating the school for this exemplary effort. In response to a letter of request sent by Dr. Jagdish Gandhi urging United Nations to take immediate action to save the world, the then Secretary General Dr. Kofi Annan wrote back saying, "We at the United Nations can do nothing alone. Our strength is the strength of our member states when they agree to act together for the common good." Concluding his letter, Dr. Kofi Annan lauded CMS's efforts by saying, "It gives me great pleasure to extend to the World Peace Prayer Society and the City Montessori School of Lucknow my best wishes for a successful memorable International Peace Festival. He ended with a strong message, I am counting on you all. Jai Jagat.
शिक्षात्मक सांस्कृतिक कार्यक्रम एवं चिंतन हेतु विश्व एकता सत्संग में आप सभी सपरिवार सादर आमंत्रित हैं।